Well, after a poor start to the season, we've rebounded and climbed our way back up to mid-table respectability. We're doing pretty good in the Euro Cup, but today could be the decider on how we do for the rest of the season, and also how we do in the Euro Cup as well. My name's FM19, and this is the Return of Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 52. Well, we have made one move in the Joker window. This is, I'm going to say, Zadas. And I looked at him in the summer transfer window, and I made him a contract offer. He wanted a key player contract at something like 16,000 euros a week, and I walked away. I said no. I tried getting him in on a rotation contract, and he didn't want any part of it. I had my scouts out and about, and they were looking around, and his name came up again. He wasn't picked up. And I said, okay, I'll make you another offer. So he comes in on a first-team contract at about half of what he wanted originally. I really like him. He's a very well-rounded player. He's primarily an attacking midfielder, but I'm not playing that this year. But I like him because he can play six positions really, really well. And with Menig and No and Frank... And, well, frankly, there's been a lot of niggling injuries going around this season of the 2 to 4 week variety. Nothing too serious, but enough to keep good players out for a decent amount of time. And I need a quality player who can fill in at a bunch of positions. And he fits the bill. As you can see, he's a very good attacking midfielder. But, you know, he's a fairly capable striker. He's a capable winger on the left and the right. And he can also fill in at midfield as well. So I have him on the bench more often than not. He started a couple games. Well, he hasn't started games yet, but I've had him on the bench more than once. The only drawback is I wasn't able to register him for the Euro Cup now. However, we're doing really well in the Euro Cup. We're currently in second place. Tottenham's already qualified. We're playing them next, and I believe if we draw or win, we secure second place. If not, it's going to be up to who we play last, which would be Beşiktaş, who we beat 5-0 last time. After beating Lokomotiv in Nantes, we were away at Cump and we won 1-0 thanks to a Lyle Foster goal. We were then home against Lokomotiv Moscow, and they really turned it up this game. I think they were embarrassed by the way they got beat the first time. This time they played a stronger side, I think. And it took a Clausio goal in the 77th minute off a set piece for us to claw the drawback. We were then away at we were then home against St. Etienne, and we won thanks to a Lyle Foster goal in the 45th minute. Today, we're going to play Monaco and then Tottenham, and I'm hoping because Tottenham's already qualified, they're not going to play the strongest team. If they don't and we draw, then we should qualify. At least. As long as we don't lose, we have a good chance of qualifying out of the group stage this round. Then again, it is late and math is hard. Table-wise, we've clawed our way back up to 9th place. Well, we're in a four-way tie for 8th. But the fact we have a -1 goal differential has really helped us in that regards. Our 14 goals are 11th highest. Our 15 goals allowed are the 8th best. We've fallen down on the yellow cards. We're only 6th now. That's not bad. It's one of the few times I'll feel happy about falling down out of the top 5. Lyle Foster still leads us with 8 goals. Antoine Bernat has a 7.3 rating. He is just coming back from injury, though. Armand, 6 assists at the advanced midfielder right position. Very, very nice. And Bernat, 3 Players of the Match awards. So I'm going to set the best 11. And we've got Monaco coming up. And Monaco's got a really good team. You know, when they can let players like Lyle Foster go for a pittance because they have Gubbles and Pietro Pellegrini and other players on their team, you know they've got a deep squad. As you can see, PSG still has yet to lose a game. Rennes and OM are the only 2 teams that have held them to draws. So, anyhow, I'm going to check the best 11, set the reserves, and we are going to come back for the match against Monaco in just a bit. Well, today we are playing Monaco. We're playing I'll call it a 4-1-2-3. I'll break down and call it a 4-1-2-3. Tolizo in goal, Brigado, Cristiano, Diakite, and Wilson as the defensive back 4. Soldevilla as the defensive midfielder behind Bernat and Clausio. Frank and No as the attacking midfielders, and Foster up top as the striker. Bernat is coming back from injury. He's only good for about 75 minutes. I might take him off the half. Depends on how well he does. Clausio is getting the start as well because Souza is out after getting 3 yellow cards in 10. And Monaco's playing the strongest team they possibly can. Pellegrini, Gubbels, and Muller up top. And they're 4-3-3. Jeez. Okay, fun times. Let's get it done. We turned in a solid performance against Sandy and Tillmans with corner kick in. Gubbels. Oh, nice save by Talise. Or not. Tillmans off the post. Wow. 7 minutes in, they've already had... Well, okay, they've only had 2 shots, 1 on goal. Okay. And the woodwork hit. Corner kick in from Monaco. Goes through the box. Jemerson gets it at the far end. Bounces it off a player. Golovin's there and he scores. That's annoying when that happens. Jemerson gets it. Tries crossing it in. It bounces off of my player. Goes right to Golovin and he one-shots it in. And the number 12 player, whom I don't know what that is off the top of my head... Tillman's long kick in, and they score again. Guys, I practiced. This whole week in training was almost entirely focused on defense. Oh. VAR said it was a foul on Monaco. Small favors. Bernat. Out to Brigado. Back to Bernat. Back to Brigado. Oh, to Frank. Over to Bernat. Crosses. Over to Clausio. And he scores. That was nice. He is a good young player who is probably going to get more playing time because both Marsman and Bernat have been rotating on the injuries so far. Oh, a nice little spin move by Bernat. Oh, Clausio totally outfaked the Monaco keeper. Who is their keeper? Becker? Knops. He must be a regen. Tillmans from outside the box. To Golovin. Oh, nice block by Talise. I'm going to do my best to pick him up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, though. He is in the last year of his contract, and starting the January transfer window, I'm going to see if I can't sign him long term. Iago throws it into Golovin, who taps over Pineda, out to Martins, who's all alone on the right. He crosses into the box. Pellegrini's there, but the shot's right at Talise. He has no problem stopping that. Brings the ball up. Long kick. Jemerson's going to get it, though. Nice first touch by the defensive center back. Back to Knops. Sends it up to the crowds towards Pellegrini, who heads it towards Gubbels. Almost dispossessed. He drives left, out to Diago, who's all alone. Crosses it in. Pellegrini's there. Talise with a fabulous stop. Pellegrini was offsides, but still, that was a fantastic block by Talise. Jemerson and Talise with, again, another nice stop. He kicks it towards Foster, who heads it towards Clausio. Out to No, who is breaking right. Crosses it in. Bernat is there, and we score. We are up 2-1 on Monaco. That was a nice counterattacking move. Let's watch this in the 3D. Foster heads it down to Clausio, who sends it up into space to Bernat. Or to No, rather. Who's going to cross it in. Bernat is there. And it looks like, who's that in the back? Is that Foster? I think that... No, I believe that's Frank. You know what? Bastia formation? Yeah, that's Frank. Iago on the throw-in. Golovin, back to Iago. Over to Pineda, to Golovin. Oh, Tillmans has it now. Back to Pineda, to Golovin. Pineda out to Tillmans. They've got a player all alone on the right. I think they're just waiting. Yeah, Martins is out there. He's going to cross it in. Gubbels is there. Talise with a block. But Muller gets it and puts it past the keeper. That was some patient attacking by Monaco. And you could tell Martins was just waiting for that cross. Gubbels, nice header. Talise was good enough to get the one hand on it, but Muller was there and put it back before Talise could react. We're holding our own against them, though. That's something. Halftime, 11 shots, 8 on target for Monaco. We've had 4 and 4. They've had the one woodwork hit. I believe we had one as well. They've had the possession advantage, though. We're going to have to do something about that. Second half kickoff highlight. Golovin up to Muller. Over to Pineda. Back out to Iago, who's breaking left. And he bounces it off a Bastia player for the corner kick. Tillmans Sends it in. Jemerson's there, but it's knocked down. Foster has it, heads it forward, but it goes right to Diago when the highlight ends. Kimpembe to Muller on the throw-in, but he loses it. No. Centers it to Foster. Over to Bernade. He's got help. Oh, instead he just takes the shot and puts it far post. That was nice. Nice assist by Foster. Bernade and Frank were both. Well, they were both available. Bernade took the shot. We're doing very well. Martins just went out injured. I said Bernade was only good for 75 minutes. We're 60 minutes in. We'll take a look at what happens after here. Oh, Brigado stepped in front of the throw-in, but... Oh, Frank has it now. Foster to the center. Out to No on the right. Crosses it in. Frank is there. Oh, it bounces back and forth. Knocked away. Pellegrini has it. Breaking forward. Oh, he tries crossing it in, but he bounces it off of Cristiano, who sends it back to Talise. Holds it up, brings it forward. Out on the left towards Frank, who heads it forward again. No one's there. Jemerson gets it from Monaco. Long pass. Gubbles is there. It's 3-on-3. Gubbles takes a shot, but Talise blocks it. You know what? We're going to take a look at subs here. Diakite is not having the best game. We're going to bring Medina on for him. Keep an eye on the next 5 or 7 minutes. Throw in. Iago to Alberto. Loses the ball on the pass to Golovin. No to Wilson. Long cross, but Knops is going to get that. That was ambitious by Wilson, but that wasn't going to go anywhere. Gubbles heads it over to Pellegrini, but Brigado steps in front of it. Jemerson's going to run it down. Challenged by Foster. Sends it back to Knops. Gubbles again over to Pineda. Out to Beneric. Up into space towards Pellegrini. Talise is going to come out and knock it away towards Frank. That was dangerous, but Pineda's going to get that. Jemerson has the ball now. All the way back to Knops. Up to Kimpembe. To Bednarik on the right. He crosses it in. Muller's there. Son of a gun. It's a nice cross. Knops to Kimpembe. Out to Bednarik. Brings it forward a couple of times and just crosses it in. Muller off the volley. You know what? We're going to make a change here. Frank is going to come up and take the 4 position and become poacher. Foster's going to come off and Zadis is going to come on. I'm going to leave Bernade on. It's playing with fire, but... Alberto from just outside the box. Talise with a nice block. Pineda's going to get it. Bounces it off a Bastia player. Alberto crosses in again. Muller. Weak shot. Talise has no problems handling that. I'll settle for the draw. Told the guys to concentrate, and they're overwhelmed. Wilson on the throw-in to Clausio. Back to Wilson. Out towards Zadis. Long pass towards Frank, but Kimpembe steps in front of it. Jemerson sends it up to Muller. Dispossessed. Soldavia stops it from going out of bounds, sends it forward towards Frank. Knocked down. Cristiano sends it up. Bednarik's going to get it. He sends it to Alberto, who... That was... okay. I didn't realize the game was getting close to ending. A 3-3 draw against Monaco. That's really good. Bernade coming back from the injury with a brace of goals. 23 shots, 16 on target for Monaco. They had a slight possession advantage. We had 8 shots, 6 on target. Man, this is the sort of games we're going to be winning against players like this. Muller got player of the match, though, with 2 goals. Bernade probably should have gotten it, to be honest with you. That was nice, guys. Pep talk, passionate. Great result. Yeah, AS Monaco Rube missed chances. They definitely had more than we did, that's for sure. Oh, forgot to mention this. We had our Kudu League 4th round draw, and we are playing Troyes. So, and then our French Cup 9th round game is coming up the beginning of January. So we're going to play Tottenham, and We'll be back with that match in just a bit. If anything else happens between now and then, I will definitely come back for that. 4 games in 9 days. Tottenham at home, Dijon at home, Lens away, and Bordeaux at home. Welcome to French football when you're playing extra games. It's freaking insane. Now, today we are hosting Tottenham, and we are playing the 4-1-2-3. You know, why change? It's working for us at the moment. Talise in goal. Field, Cristiano, Diakite, and Wilson as the defensive back four. Soldevia as the defensive midfielder behind Bernade and Afonso. Frank and No as the attack midfielders, and Foster up top as the striker. Brigado damaged his heel in training yesterday and is out for 6 to 8 days. Because I have Field, I'm comfortable playing him as opposed to giving Emil a shot that would leave him out for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So, with all the matches we have coming up, though, the next couple of weeks are going to be interesting in how we juggle everybody. We're interested in Lokomotiv and Beşiktaş. We want Beşiktaş to win. If Lokomotiv wins, it makes our job a little bit harder in qualifying. Jovic, top of the box. What a strike that was. Well, it's raining, so, Tottenham should be comfortable playing in this sort of weather. Oh, Talise should have done a better job with that. Jovic blew it right by him. Wilson to Sotovia on the throw-in. To Afonso. Back to Wilson. Crosses it in. Bernade. Frank is there, and he scores. Looked like a misplay off of Bernade somehow. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Let's see. Wilson throws it into Sotovia. Crosses it over to Afonso. He sends it back out to Wilson. Crosses it in. Oh, Bernade tried volleying it, and he bounced it off a Tottenham defender. It went right to Frank, who scored. Unless they're calling it back. Nope, he was definitely onside. Oh, Kane just picked up an injury, but he's coming back. Bernade and Wilson both picked up yellows. Field on the throw-in to Foster. To Frank. Crosses it in. Noah's there. Oh, just wide. Now Bernade picked up yellow too. Jackson from just outside the box, and they score again. Fernandez on the header. Yeah, Talise probably should have had a better job with that too. Okay, halftime is here. Tottenham has a 2-1 lead, thanks to goals by Jovic and Fernandez. Frank equalized for us in the 22nd minute. We've had 4 shots, 1 on target. Tottenham's had 6 and 3, and a slight possession advantage. Lokomotiv Moscow is beating Beşiktaş. That is not what we want. Diakite on the free kick. Taps up to Afonso. Back to Diakite. Over to Wilson, who loses the ball. Vicini has it. Back to Rogerio, who holds it up to Fernandez. Across the field to Jackson. Cuts inside, blows by one defender and a second defender. Centers it to Kane, who scores. Jeez. It's like my guys had feet made of stone. Watch this. Well, there's one. There's 2. It's just... And now they're going to try and slow it down because they've got a 3-0 lead. Coming up on 60 minutes here. I'm going to make a couple changes. Bernade is going to come off, and Marjman's going to come on. Wilson's going to come off, Sacha's going to come on. Noah's going to come off, and Christoph Roland is going to come on. Frank just got injured, and I don't have any... I used all 3 of my subs. Son of a gun. Now, I'm going to move Ron to the center, even though he can't really play there. He's got the attributes to do it. He just doesn't have the knowledge of the position to. Jackson sends it in, and Marisek scores after it caroms off a Bastia player. Nuts. Oh, it looked like it caromed off a Bastia player. He volleyed it in. Oh, Besiktas equalized. Okay. Coming up on the end of the game. Soldevilla, over to Afonso. Back to Soldevilla, up to Afonso. Out to Sasha. Back to Diakite, over to Sasha. He's going the wrong way, and the game ends. Damn. 9 shots, 2 on target for us. 12 shots, 8 on target for Tottenham. Man, we had our chances this game. That's disappointing. See what happens with Frank. Tottenham eased to victory. Sampiola Bastia can be proud. You know, he badmouthed us before, saying how easy it was going to be to beat us. And he did that last game, too. We made him work for it. 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Well, that's why we got Zadas and Lopez. Well, the Besiktas game just got more interesting. Because we have not qualified. We're tied with Lokomotiv Moscow. So you know what? We will come back for the Besiktas game. And we'll do another double live com. Besiktas and Troyes. We'll skip the Toulouse game in between. We'll do the Euro Cup game, the Kudu League game. And then probably a nice long break until Olympic Marseille. Unless we play... I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that was just... It was a good game against Monaco. We did really well to come back there and hold them to the draw. We should have gotten more from that Tottenham game. It's frustrating. Then again, I wouldn't be Football Manager if it wasn't frustrating sometimes. If you liked what you seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM19, and I thank you for watching The Return on Glory with SC Bastia, episode 52.